Hi, everyone, and welcome to Powered and Protected by Rainbows. I'm, of course, your host, Matt Haslam, and we got so much to talk about. Like, you guys know this channel is normally not going live a lot, but we have a ton to talk about. So, first off, with this entire thing, uh, you know, hey, if you have a question, leave it in the comments here. Hi, everyone. This is crazy. Also, super chats are also a thing now on our channel, so you can do that. I'm just saying, and I'll respond to all that. But wow, there's a lot to talk about. So, first off, you guys know that uh, a little while ago we started this series on coming out advice. And for that, before any of the episodes started to air for that, I wanted to start reaching out to all of these major organizations like the Trevor Project, the Pennsylvania Equality Project. There's an organization called Born Perfect, which is, I'll talk about as time goes on here. There's a lot to talk about. But there's so much. But really, the biggest piece of news is YouTube itself. You guys know that recently we've been pushed by YouTube a lot to get to the size channel we are. Honestly, before Pride Month started, we were at 500 subscribers, and now we're at 7,610 at least here. I could go into the actual analytics. What you guys don't know is behind the scenes, before YouTube reports this number out to you guys right here on the channel, I see the number back in our creator studio before you guys see it, and that way it's like YouTube doesn't want to put the number out to you guys before it's official and before it's definitely going to hit that. So if I hit 7,000, it tells me that before you guys know the 7,000. So it looks to you like 6.99 for about 30 or 40 subscribers before YouTube officially puts it on the public site. That way it doesn't, go away. So, you know what I mean? So there's that. But so thank you so much for allowing us to get to this part. And thanks to YouTube for pushing our channel so much over the past, honestly, 11 days now. It's been an insane time for us. Aw, your videos inspire me. I love you. Aw, love you too. Happy Pride Month. Yeah, there's so much. Why do people accused? Why are people accused of faking it? Faking being gay or trans or non-binary? I'm guessing you mean. Because homophobes and transphobic people are honestly stupid, and they don't understand that this is in our DNA from the moment we're born to the moment we die. So that's why we're accused of faking it, because science is on our side, not the homophobe side. But the biggest piece of news is that because this channel grew so quickly, YouTube actually reached out to me today. So this is my actual email that I just got a couple minutes ago, right before I went live. And this is an official YouTube email that they sent out to us. I'm not going to show you the official email addresses because these are actual YouTube people from Google. If you're not aware, Google owns YouTube, and their official Google email addresses, I triple check them before any of this, and everything is official with this. It says, "Hi Matt and PBR team. I'm Sierra, and I work with brand programs at YouTube. We're reaching out because you've made an important piece of content that we're hoping to elevate on our platform in recognition of Pride, but want to make sure you're comfortable with it before we do so. We know that it's our responsibility as YouTube to elevate voices and perspectives from the LGBTQ community, the Black community, and especially those at the intersection of to help others educate themselves about the history of Pride, what it means to be LGBTQ+, and racial injustice. Your content has been vital in helping others understand these things. Our approach to commemorating Pride this year aims to highlight this intersectionality, uplift voices and reflections of LGBTQ creators, especially Black creators, and share the history of Pride. We are featuring your video, which, by the way, is this video right here, pride flags and what they all mean, in our playlist on the Spotlight channel. This channel right here. Literally the verified YouTube account. The YouTube account. I just want to like emphasize how crazy this is. The actual YouTube. Like the people who own the entire platform that we're on, they are highlighting our channel. This is insane. Okay, because we believe that it will be meaningfully help YouTube users who are looking for resources to learn and better understand the context behind this moment in the fight for racial equality and the LGBTQ movement. The video would be featured for 2 weeks, which honestly, the fact that it's being featured at all is crazy. So that's a thing. We loved your video, but we can't predict how users will engage with it. In other words, that whole paragraph is like, we can't predict how people are going to comment, but we're used to, honestly, banning haters from commenting. So thank you for helping us commemorate Pride and bringing people together to create community. We're here for you, so please do not hesitate to reach out if you need support or have any questions. Literally, this is the YouTube Pride team. Again, I'm not going to show you above or below this email because it is officially the Google people, and I don't want general audiences to see their email addresses because it's probably not something they want out there to the world to actually, you know, like, you guys are fine. It's just there are certain people out there that would probably contact them, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want their email addresses being public. But oh my God, YouTube, thank you so much. I have no idea what to say to that other than thank you to every single one of you, and thank you to YouTube for allowing this platform to have LGBTQ creators on it. And this is a channel that I wish I had at 11 years old. I told you guys many times on the show, sorry, my mic's weird, that when I was 11, I never had a channel like this, or anyone to educate me that being LGBTQ is normal, it's perfect, it's in my DNA, and that I'll be okay, you know? I never had anyone to tell me that, so that's why I created this channel. In our recent Q&A post, a lot of people have been asking, you know, why did you decide to create this channel? And that's why. I never had something like this. And even on other YouTube creator platforms, I mean, they talk about their coming out story, they talk about how normal it is, but there is no real channel that is set up as a TV show for education purposes solely. You know, like every once in a while we do a fun little video of like, oh, what was it? There was, probably on here somewhere. Season 3, we had like a gay jokes kind of episode, and I mean we've had a lot of episodes that like gay jokes and one-liners, different like X-Files, he was married, like different things that are just fun for us to create. But if you notice, like season 3, it's mostly just education. Season 2 is the same way. It happened all last year. Season 1 was the year prior to that. Like our seasons run all year round. So if you're subscribed, keep subscribed because literally we go year round. This is not just Pride Month. But yeah, so that happened today. And also, about 20 minutes before that, and I'll get to your comments in just a minute. I know they're like scrolling by faster than what we can. You guys comment a crazy amount, which is amazing, and I love to see all of your comments. Please know that I do read all of the comments. I genuinely, if I tried to respond to every single comment, I don't have time to make new content. So sometimes I don't respond to everything, but I do try to read every single comment. So about 20 minutes before that, we were contacted by the Trevor Project. Because as you know, we're we reached out to them for help with our coming out advice series. And with that series, there was an episode that hasn't aired yet about how to deal with homophobic hate in your in your families, in your community, and how to or homophobia and transphobia, how to deal with that close to home. Because on the internet you can just delete somebody and who cares, because they were a stranger to you anyway. But at least at close to home, how do you deal with that? So we reached out to them asking them all these questions, and they got back to us today as well, about 20 minutes prior to YouTube, literally the channel YouTube reaching out to us. And so they got back to us with all these answers of how to deal with that. So a massive thank you to them for allowing us to pick their brain a little bit. And you'll be seeing that episode come very soon on our channel. We're hoping the coming out series will be every Monday on the channel here for Pride Month, and then maybe continuing after that, because we have a lot of parts to that series. But that'll be coming, I think, in part 4 is hate at home, and how to deal with that. Then about 5 minutes after that, and about 15 minutes prior to YouTube reaching out to us, a group called Born Perfect reached out to us as well. If you're not aware, Born Perfect is an entire group of people who survived conversion therapy. And conversion therapy is the practice of basically, if your parents are homophobic or transphobic, it's still legal in many states across America to, and I'll actually show you, because we have a map at the Pennsylvania Equality Project for this. This is my Facebook, by the way. Sorry. This is live. There's no editing on this. I'm sorry. But I'm too excited to, wait to edit this. I just wanted to go live because it's just so exciting. So here, where is it at? Where did he put it? There was an album for it. No. See all albums. Because there was an album. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, this album shows us the conversion therapy, I believe. Sorry, internet slow when I'm also streaming. These are states that have anti-discrimination laws. Here we go. These are states in the United States which have conversion therapy bans. All of those states listed there in the green have conversion therapy bans. North Carolina partially bans conversion therapy for minors, but only partially. The states in the gray here, they do not ban conversion therapy. So you can still be sent to conversion therapy camps. I am so stupid. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. So, okay, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. It's live. There's nothing I can do, okay? Well, now I feel dumb. But I know you're probably, in the comments being like, hey, I can't see your screen, Matt. No, okay, so here is the conversion therapy ban. All the states in green ban conversion therapy. North Carolina partially bans it for minors, but only partially. And in the gray, if you live in one of those states, including Pennsylvania where I live, conversion therapy is still legal, which is why we push for conversion therapy bans. Also, the other maps that I was talking about before, anti-discrimination laws. All of these states have anti-discrimination laws. And then, where's it at? Conversion therapy local bans. All of these areas have conversion therapy local bans, but 34 cities with conversion therapy facilities in Pennsylvania alone. So there's 34 conversion therapy camps in Pennsylvania, but only one county in Pennsylvania that bans it. And these stars are towns or cities which ban it. So, progress, right? We need a national law on this, honestly, to just get rid of conversion therapy forever. But this group called Born Perfect, who are people who have survived conversion therapy. We reached out to them with this coming out advice series of ours, and we asked them, I would love to do an episode on conversion therapy, but there are some times on the show that I can't do the topic justice. I'm not an expert on every single thing LGBTQ. So I asked for their help. And I said, a lot of people don't know what it's like to actually live through that. What is it like in one of those camps? It's impossible for me to take a camera to one of these camps because they would never let a channel like Powered by Rainbows in. They would never let us see that. There's traffic outside, I'm sorry. Have the window open because it's blazing hot in Pennsylvania. But they would never let us in because they know it would be hugely detrimental to their cause. So as part of this series, we reached out and we're like, can you tell your story? Can you have a representative or two tell their story of what it was like to live through that? And that way maybe our audience can be educated on what it's like in there. And hopefully that education leads us to ban conversion therapy once and for all. Because a lot of people don't know what it's like, so straight people sometimes don't really care. They push it off and they go, oh, that's something that doesn't really affect me. I shouldn't sign that petition. That doesn't affect my life personally. No, it does. These are people. And conversion therapy only pushes kids to suicide. That is the only thing it's good for. That is the only thing scientifically it's proven to do. So yes, you should care. But how do we make them care? Well, education is how we make them care. So Born Perfect has now agreed to do an interview with me, and we will be having that on our channel soon enough. We also, just last night, the fourth piece of huge news is just last night, someone from the Pennsylvania Equality Project, which is, yes, it is a platform that I work at as volunteer, but their president and founder, Mr. David Moore, just did an interview with me last night, and that interview will be airing next week. In that interview, we talked about a lot of different things, including, how to survive and how to escape a country where it's illegal to be LGBTQ. We talked about advice on how to come out. We had talked about what their research has taught them over the years, and why they started their initiative in the first place. There's like 15 topics that we talked about last night in a matter of 45 minutes that I edited down to a 30-minute episode. So you'll be seeing that next week on the channel. That episode is done. So you'll be seeing that. It's absolutely crazy. But to think that we've grown this fast and that now YouTube is saying to us, we're going to highlight you. It's just amazing. I have no words for that. I honestly don't. So here's the thing, and it'll be part of that coming out advice. And if you're wondering, and there are people right now asking for coming out advice in the comments, we have an entire series on our channel for coming out tips. This is the first part of the official series, but we already did a couple episodes that might help you in the meantime while other episodes are being put out. We have coming out tips. We're replacing this one with a new version that's a million times better. That's going to be coming next week as well. What to prepare for after coming out. That's been coming in a couple weeks. My coming out story, best coming out scenes compilation, just in case you need to see some other people who have come out, including Troye Sivan, Ellen DeGeneres, and some other people there, is being gay a sin? A lot of people ask, like, oh, is it truly a sin to be gay? In the top 4 religions in the world, it is not a sin to be gay. If you actually check the scripture of the religions, it is not a sin to be gay. So if people want to throw some scripture at you, then, hey, let them throw scripture. So one of the main pieces of advice that Trevor Project actually gave us in this series was, if you're faced with hate at home, the best answer is to actually just sit down and calmly try to educate your family on this. We'll be scripting it out now that we have those answers, but honestly, that's the best thing to do is the education level, to try to calmly explain to them and educate them. And honestly, our channel is here for you with that education. We have 175 episodes of content for you guys to help you educate. And if it's 1:42 in the morning, I'm so sorry. This is a worldwide show. It is actually, what time is it right now? It is 7:43 p.m. right here in Pennsylvania, and in the United States. So, with that, the question and answer, that's going to be coming in 2 weeks, because we were delayed with another episode that is way more important. Because you guys asked for how to celebrate Pride while still closeted. So we made an episode for that. I'm so excited. But I was going to do the Q&A episode next week and air that. But I was like, well, there are tons of people asking for this other episode for advice on how to celebrate Pride while still closeted at home. And so I'm like, you know what? That's more important. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to do the Q&A the following week. And then also that week, just in case we don't get to your questions in that episode, I am fully planning on going live again in 2 weeks, probably next Wednesday night. Probably. I haven't really decided yet on the day and time because I have to look at my schedule. But we'll be going live and answering the rest of all of your questions there if I don't get around to them. But so now it's for some actual questions from this show. Oh, this is amazing. You gave me so much confidence. Aw, I love our channel. I love that our channel can be here for you. Happy Pride Month. Well, happy Pride Month to you as well. Dionysa? I'm probably getting that wrong. I'm bad with the channel names. Some of y'all have like very, very cool channel names and I just can't pronounce them. I'm really sorry. I'm Pennsylvanian. I'm going to come out to my mom today. You have inspired me so much. Thank you, and I hope you know I appreciate you so much. Aw. Well, watch this coming out advice series on our channel before you do that. It's really helpful, believe me. But honestly, just good luck, and if you have any questions, comment them and ask us. And if it goes well, let us know. If it goes bad, let us know, and we can help you with that. If you need, if it does go bad, here's what we can do. Where's it at? All right. If it doesn't go well, go to trevorproject.org, and if you need support, they have a 24/7 hotline, 1-866-488-7386. Or you could, let me see, or you can go to trevorchat.org or Trevor Chat here. Trevor Text, you can text START to 678-678, or you can go to Trevor Space to get connected with other LGBTQ people and allies, or you can visit the Trevor Support Center if you need. If it doesn't go well. That's only if it doesn't go well, though. So that resource is there for you. And with our questions, we asked Trevor Project if we can advertise their entire Trevor Project site here, and they completely agreed to it. So if you need it, it's there. Okay. Happy Pride Month. Love your channel. Well, thank you so much. We love that you're here. Little Monster says, yes, hetero is. I love that. Yeah, when I was pretending to be straight, it was quite icky. Yeah. I even had like a cover girlfriend to like cover over the fact that I'm truly gay, and that did not end well. Luckily, her and I are still friends, and like we've spoken since I've come out, and she's like, yeah, I completely understand. So it's great. Your channel makes me happy, Alex Hibbard says. Well, I'm glad I can make you happy. You make me happy by being here, honestly. The fact that we have so many people in the comments every day, it makes me happy. So one of the things that Where's it at? Here we go. One of the things that I don't really talk about a lot on the show is the fact that I have depression. And so um, whenever I have a really bad day and I'm not feeling like, very motivated to do anything, let alone work on the channel or my company or anything else, it's like I come to the comment section and you guys are always here for me. And your comments uplift me so much. So, we might be here making you happy, but you're making me happy as well in return. So, happy Pride for Midnight Blues. Well, happy Pride to you too. Okay, well, y'all are saying this, so don't don't read my icon. Well, I'm gonna read your icon. Max Emblem and young Les here. Gabby Gotcha says Happy Pride Month. Doesn't anyone else feel Pride is overshadowed with everything else going on? Oh, that's a good question. Joaquin Amelie asks, doesn't anyone else feel Pride is overrated with everything else going on? Not really. If you think about it, so Pride started, LGBTQ Pride Month started at the Stonewall Inn in New York, and I believe 2 other cities, but it started as a protest. LGBTQ people were being arrested every day at these bars for being LGBTQ. And so finally, the LGBTQ stood up and said, enough is enough. And we started rioting. And so 51 years ago was the first riot at Stonewall Inn. And now the Stonewall Inn in New York is the first LGBTQ national monument in the United States, thanks to President Barack Obama. And if you're wondering, I him as President Barack Obama. Certain presidents since then do not get that distinction on our channel. Wonder why. And then, we've also covered all their bad things. So, but honestly, it was a protest. And so now that we're, 51 years later, and well, 1 year after that first riot was the first real Pride celebration where, we really had a party. So there's this whole debate on whether or not Pride is 51 or 50 years old. Technically, it's both. But this year, with the Black Lives Matter movement being a protest, a lot of people think, well, they're taking this amount away, this attention away from the LGBTQ during Pride Month. First off, they didn't choose this in advance. The Black Lives Matter movement didn't say, didn't plan this for months in advance and say, we're going to overshadow LGBTQ. They didn't do that. It was only because the police horribly murdered another African American person that this happened. So it's not their fault, and they didn't plan this. So they're protesting. And one of the greatest points I've heard is by the president of the Pennsylvania Equality Project is that we should be there. LGBTQ shouldn't feel like we're overshadowed by these other people, this other movement, I should say. But we should help them along because our movement started as a riot too, and that's how we got the changes that we've had over these past 50 years. Of now it's legal in the United States to be gay or trans. So without that riot, without that movement, we wouldn't be here. So we should support them. And so I think that's a great thing we can learn, is that we both started as riots. Not to feel like we're being overshadowed, but to join in their movement. One of the greatest things I will show you here on my screen is, where's it at? This right here. This is LGBTQ flag, trans flag, and the Black Lives Matter flag in the form of a fist coming together. We should all come together right now. And not to feel like we're being overshadowed, but to feel like we're all in this together. One of the greatest takeaways we can learn is that we're not competing for rights. We're not competing for our lives to be valued equally. We're all in this together looking for the same goal. So why not help each other? This is a team effort working towards one common initiative. So let's work together. I think that's the greatest thing we can take away from this, is to work together. And with this, we can help them riot, and we can help them, I shouldn't say riot because we shouldn't burn anything down, but we can help them protest peacefully. Then, oh, awesome. Hey, YouTube just got back to me again. Well, because I did say to them, hey, that you can use our videos, and also I told them about other videos that we have on our channel that they are welcome to. Thanks so much for getting back to me. We're so happy to have you on board with this. You're doing amazing work and inspiring so many with your content. We'll plan on using your videos in our promotion, and we'll let you know if anything comes up. Look forward to seeing your stuff online. Awesome. Well, thank you, Google. And thank you, YouTube, so much. Literally. You know, awesome it is to get 2 emails from Google on the same day. Oh, man. Awesome. Okay. So, moving on to comments. Yeah, okay. So I'm just reading through. I'm sorry. It's live. Okay, so ID Senso says, "Don't worry, you have an LGBTQ army behind you." That's so true. We have an army, and you know, our army is much, much bigger. The LGBTQ plus our allies outnumber the homophobes, the transphobes, and the haters. So, it's so cool because our army is bigger. Lost Again says that this is crazy. Congrats. Aw, thank you. Okay. Don't read my icon. Well, okay. If you don't want us to read your icon, I don't know what to say to that. I have to read your channel name to like credit you with a question. I have a question. Is there a flag for Gyno Romantic? Gyno Romantic? Because I cannot find one anywhere. I'm pan and Gyno Romantic, and all I can find is pan. I mean, here's the thing. Our community is big enough. I've said this before on the show. Where last year we had this episode that did like, oh god, like how many views did it get now? Oh, like almost 200,000 or something like that. Like it was crazy. Where is it at? Yeah. Okay. So pride flags and what they all mean. First version. Yeah. Let me just switch to it right now. This got 199,293 views already. So we're almost at 200,000 on that. But the new version, like this only included like 15 pride flags because I didn't want to make the episode too long. And then this year's version did Fun with Flags. This is the one that YouTube's highlighting. But this did almost 24,000 views in like a week. So you guys are amazing for that. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Like, we went to 94 pride flags, and we still haven't even covered them all. Honestly. Like, the LGBTQ, I've said this before, comes up with flags every day. So every single one of these 94, I think every one of them, has another version out there already. Like, I can only cover so many in a video without making, like, if I tried to cover every single one that is out there, this entire thing would be, you know, days of a broadcast long, 24 hours long, you know, because there's way too many. The LGBTQ comes up with pride flags faster than we can cover them. And, you know, that's what happens when you come from a community where, you know, stereotypically, yes, we have a lot of fashion designers in our community, but, I mean, there are a lot of fashion designers. It's a stereotype for a reason. So, I mean, I'm not going to say it's right to have a stereotype, but yeah, we have a lot of pride flags. So I imagine if it's not a pride flag right now, wait a couple weeks. Or by commenting that on an LGBTQ channel, someone's going to create it. You know that's going to happen. Like, I've seen people already in the comments here of other episodes, especially these two Fun with Flags episodes, where they will comment something and then a mere like hour later or something, someone else decides, you know what, I'm going to create that flag because they have these graphic design programs that they can do it in. And so they make the flag for the people and send it to them. That has literally happened in our comment section. So if you don't know how to draw or anything like that, you know, probably someone will come along in the comment section and make you a flag for that, which is really awesome. You guys are amazing to each other, honestly. I can't get back to every single one of you, like I said, because the comments come in so fast nowadays. But other people can get back to you. So our community is amazing. We're building, and it's so cool. So wait a couple days, and maybe someone will create it for you, or you can just create it yourself, honestly. Like, making a pride flag doesn't mean you have to, like, for our show, we use programs. I'll be on, okay, so where's it at? I'll just show you because it's, you know, it's not a huge secret. But this is what we use for all of our shows. Adobe Illustrator for our graphics, and we use Adobe Premiere CC and Audition, or Adobe Premiere for video editing, Audition for audio editing, Photoshop and Lightroom sometimes for our thumbnails, but graphics come from Adobe Illustrator. So yeah, we have the programs to do like massive things, but honestly, you just need Microsoft Paint or Microsoft Word or free Google. Like, Google has a free drawing program that you can use. So yeah, if you can't find a flag, make your own. Why not? Wow, you guys comment way too fast. How the bisexuals doing? Coming from Stone Alvarado. Well, how are the bisexuals doing? I hope good. I hope they're doing pretty good, because the gays are doing pretty good. I can tell you that. So I hope y'all are doing great tonight. Oh, and then someone else gets back, I guess that is bisexual, gets back and says, Stone Alvarado, good. How about you? See, you guys are amazing to each other. I love this. I get so excited when I read comments, and you guys are just going back and forth and loving each other. So what's there's a lot of news. Oh man. Okay, so I have. Oh, Shada as the what? Or Shada Azaiwa says, "Hello, thank you for helping me come out to my parents." You're welcome. I hope it went well. I really hope it went well. Let us know. I always like people comment and say, "Oh, well, I came out thinking thanks to your advice or something," but people sometimes don't come back to the channel and tell us like how it went. I always want to know. Like, I'm here for you, before and after. Like, you know, for years from now, honestly, like 10 years from now, if you get a boyfriend or a girlfriend or you know, whatever happens to you, like, I'm always here. I'm always gonna be here as much as I can plan out. You deserve it. Your channel is so good. You deserve this. Congrats. Aw. And okay, young Les here says, I'm gonna cry. Congrats. I literally cried my eyes out as soon as I verified the fact that these are real email addresses from Google. I cried my eyes out, honestly. I was here before 600 subscribers, and I'm so proud of how this channel has blown up. Me too. I'm so excited. Literally, I could not be more excited. So, I mean, I don't know if you can tell that from my excitement level, but in my in my Pride Flags episode, the recent one, I said to people, well, you know, I'm basically like, I'm a Pup Tribe member, and I pretty much said that in my episode. And I'm like, well, Pup Tribe members are typically very energetic and we're outgoing and all these others. Like, you don't know how excited I get sometimes. I'm just like on the top of the world right now. So thank you. Uh, Okay, Lost Again says, I've been wanting to come out to my mom for months now after considering for around 2 years. This channel has inspired me and I'm glad it's being featured. Uh, Congrats, this is amazing and thank you for helping me with my sexuality. I considered my sexuality for, what was it, 14 years before I came out to anyone. So yeah, it's completely normal to consider it for a while. But when you come out the other side of coming out, it's amazing. I say that in my recent episode of like that you guys haven't seen yet because it's just being edited right now. But no matter how it goes coming out to someone, whether it's good or bad, like if it goes great and they accept you, then you have another person to join your party and celebrate with you for being who you are. If it doesn't go well, you have this power to know they didn't deserve to be in your life anyway, you know? So yeah, it's great. It's this great feeling. But you have to prepare for it, which is why we're making those episodes. Well, YouTube sent him an email and he read it. Well, I wasn't going to not share it with you guys. Like, you guys are part of this channel. I mean, this channel is always 50% yours. Like, this is the community's channel. This is not about me being the star. This is not about, making millions of dollars, because we're not making millions of dollars. Like, we pay for the expenses of the show, yes, by, the Powered and Protected by Rainbows t-shirts and stuff like that, and through, YouTube ads, which we got our official AdSense thing from YouTube today. That happened literally today too. Like, can any more things happen today? Really? Like, can this go any better of a day for us? Because I was feeling really down because honestly, the past couple weeks now, it's been for the past week and a half, it's been about 1,000 subscribers per every other day or something like that. And this was the first day where we only hit like 800 new subscribers today. Yeah, so 800, and I'm like, well, that's down a little bit. Is YouTube not helping us as much? And then I get the emails from YouTube, and I'm like, oh, amazing, oh my god. I have just recently followed this month. I assume it is because the algorithm at YouTube says Exanery Baroque, I'm gonna guess is how you say that name. Well, YouTube is definitely helping us with that. And a lot of people are searching for Pride Month, which is how our channel is tagged for a lot of our episodes. So yeah, they're really helping us. But that's really good because we can help a lot more people that way. I've said it on the show a lot of times, is the fact that YouTube, it doesn't really matter what subscriber number we have, it's the amount of people that we help. I started this channel wanting to help one person come out, and the amount of people that we have helped at this point in the comments, it is just breathtaking. I'll be completely honest with you guys. It makes me tear up every single time I see one of those comments. So, if you don't know what to come out of, my friend says lesbians come out of lima beans. What? I don't even know what to say. Okay. Millie Butchtrup says, do you have a dog? Technically, no. If you watched our Pride Flags and What They All Mean episode, either of them, I sort of like came out as a Pup Tribe member, so that's. But I don't have a real dog. I have 2 cats, which I can show you if you want. Not in this live stream because they're downstairs right now, but I can definitely show you in a future episode. Maybe, or maybe when we hit 10,000 subscribers, that would be the little like, hey, thanks for 10,000 subs, and I can be like, here's my two cats. But their names are Stormy and Twister, both named after different tours of mine. Back in the day, I used to perform as a singer songwriter, and I used to tour all of Pennsylvania performing. So nowadays, I named my cats after different tours that I went on, different headline tours. So I do have two cats. My best friend Becca does have a dog that I visit like all the freaking time because I love her dog, and I love dogs so much. I want one someday. So if a future boyfriend like decides like to move in with me and marry me, then hey, we're getting a dog definitely. But I don't have a dog currently. I don't have a bios canine. Um, if you're a Pup Tribe member, you know what that means. Mm. Oh, I miss this community. Everyone's so nice here. Yes. Uh, okay. Says Serene Tuck. Gays are so much nicer, and I don't know why. Because we went through a lot more. LGBTQ people went through a whole lot more shit than straight and cisgender people will ever. So we've learned to be nice to each other. I mean, we learned what it's like being bullied by everyone around you your entire childhood. So when we grow up, I'm not saying straight and cisgender people don't know how to be nice, because literally, um, I don't know how many hundreds of people around me are straight and cisgender, and they're the nicest people you'll ever meet in your whole life. But yeah, there's a lot more in the LGBTQ community, statistically and percentage-wise, that are very, very kind to one another because we know what it's like to be bullied. So it's just one of those things of statistically we know. And yeah, everyone is so nice here. It's so nice to see. So you guys like literally you're commenting faster than I can get to these questions. You know that, right? Like Millie Butchtrip says, I'm an ally. Yay, thank you for being an ally. Sugi says, we just understand each other more, I guess. Yep, that's very, very true. I'm bi. Hope everybody is proud of themselves. Yeah, everybody should be proud of themselves. I mean, it doesn't matter if you come out to anyone, or if you're closeted still. If you're LGBTQ, you should be proud as hell of who you are. That's what this entire channel is about, empowerment. Because it is amazing to be yourself. I mean, pretending to be someone you're not, and as a straight person or a cisgender person, it kills you inside. So yeah, be proud as hell of yourself. And on this channel, it does not matter if anyone else in your life knows. You can comment and be like, I am who I am. I'm bi, I'm gay, I'm trans, I'm non-binary. Or comment. Like, if that's what you feel, then comment it, okay? Always do that. Okay, don't read my icon says, is anyone still in the closet from their parents, not because you're afraid of getting disowned, but because you don't want them to treat you differently? That's another good question, is like, it doesn't matter if they accept you sometimes, it's a matter of if they treat you differently. And again, I would say to that, if they treat you differently, then, just educate them, show them this channel, and sit down with them calmly and try to educate them on things. Serene says, also, can I ask, will you guys refer me as Aspen? Can't change my name because this is my school account. Oh, yeah, sure. I'll try to remember that as best as I can. There's, 7,500 of you guys. So if I get it wrong, I'm really sorry. And I know some of you use your channels from school and comment on that, because otherwise, your parents and friends can see. I know some of you guys cannot subscribe to our channel, and I completely understand that. I do understand that. So I don't mind at all. If you want to hide it by just, clearing your browsing history and keep coming back to our channel by searching for Powered by Rainbows, that's absolutely fine. But if you're out and if you like what we do, then please subscribe. Oh, I'm from Missouri. Missouri is a crazy city, or crazy state. I'm sorry, it's not a city. Good luck in Missouri. There's laws to protect you and there's laws against you. So you're the one state that literally has laws both ways. I'm so sorry. It's a very weird state. At least in Pennsylvania, it's like there are laws one way. Metcalf says, fellow Pennsylvania. Fellow Pennsylvania. Hi. Well, hey, if you are from Pennsylvania, then reach out to us on the Pennsylvania Equality Project page on Facebook and get in touch. Or you can email me at matthaslamproductions@yahoo.com. And get in, or, mhaslam@paequality.com. That's MHASLAM at paequality.com. Reach out to me on there. Because that's the email address I use for this. The other one is my company one. Don't reach out on that one unless you want company stuff. Anyway, or else my other staff will maybe get it. What's the reason why we didn't cover the MAP flag in our Fun with Flags? Because it's one for pedophiles, and that's not a part of the LGBTQ community. People already mix those two up all the freaking time, so I don't want to put it in our episode. Yeah, that's not us. That is not us. That's a very bad flag to see. So, run away. What is this live about? If you go back to the beginning of this, YouTube contacted us, and it's there. I don't want to repeat it because otherwise the people watching this on demand later will already see that part. But YouTube contacted us. Trevor Project contacted us, and Born Perfect contacted us. And we also have an interview with Pennsylvania Equality Project next week coming out. Yay! We have a lot of stuff going on right now. The Pride Month is busy. And then my family is like, hey, we're going to take a week off next week. So I had to make all of next week's content this week. And so I'm like, well, thanks, guys. I have like double the work to do this week. So yeah, it was a fun week. But it's almost all done. So, next week should be very, very fun for you guys. You'll still have content all Pride Month. Don't worry. Because Pride events were canceled this year in person, we're doing that all online this year. PBR is here for y'all, okay? Don't ever doubt that. As long as I'm here, PBR will be here for you guys. Why am I not wearing my PBR shirt? Because I was recording episodes all last night for next week, and it was like 90-some degrees in Pennsylvania. So even though I did it at like midnight, T-shirts get very sweaty in a hot studio with a bunch of lights on you. It gets very hot. So yeah, that shirt is in the wash. So this is Capital Pride T-shirt from Washington D.C. This is the first Pride event I was ever at, and yeah, it's very, very cool. I love this shirt so much. Personal. I'm living in a homophobic country with homophobic parents. We have an episode coming your way. Next Friday, we are airing an episode called, or I don't know what it's going to be called yet, but it's an interview with David Moore, who's the president of the Pennsylvania Equality Project. Part of that interview, he discussed what it's like being in a country where it's illegal to be gay and it's very homophobic, and how to deal with that, how to stay safe, and if you need to, how to escape that country. He talked about all of that in his interview, so I highly encourage watching that. I would summarize it here, but I would not do it justice, so just watch that episode. Hey, both my parents are strong Republicans, so against LGBTQ+. Being LGBTQ positive isn't necessarily a Democratic or Republican thing, but I will tell you, we have an episode planned all about this, because more Democrats are LGBTQ+ positive than Republicans, because of the whole religious thing, and I don't understand it because they have no ground to stand on, because it's not a sin to be gay. So yeah, no, that's fun. But if there, I would say education. Education is most important here. Um, uh, Family. My dad's family is highly religious, so I'm scared to come out. Watch our watch our coming out advice series. Next Monday, I'm gonna have an episode on how to test the waters, and probably the next week after that, I'll have like how to actually come out. But we have. I'll actually. You know what? The hell with it. You know, you've stayed for this long of the broadcast, so why not? This is how we edit all the episodes. This is literally coming out advice part 2 right here. I'm gonna probably split it up a little bit, but this is it. So. How do you test the waters to know if it's safe to come out as LGBTQ? So yeah, this is the next episode. But in that, I'm like, I talk about if your parents are religious, then refer back. Refer back to our episode called "Is it a sin to be gay?" And that way you can be prepared for that argument. Not an argument, but people might like throw scripture at you, and you want to be prepared for that. So watch that episode definitely. Message. Wow, you guys, a lot of comments. I'm so sorry. President of the president of. Here's a good question. Oh wait, no, my mom is bi actually, but she only likes lesbian and female bis. Okay. Well, if your parents are bisexual, then that's a lot easier to come out to them because they should understand it more. That's definitely a plus. And if your parents are against being LGBTQ, I am afoot, then we have an episode coming out to you guys with that information. But just education, like I said, is most important. Just calmly explain it to them and calmly educate them. If you have to, use our channel for some advice on how to do that. But we're here for you, okay? Alien Soda. Your channel name is Alien Soda. That's awesome. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I just like go crazy with your channel names. But President of the Republic of Poland announced that if he is reelected, he will propose Russian-style bill making it illegal to promote LGBTQ ideology at public institutions. Well then, fuck him. Like, horrible guy. Oh, okay? Like, any president that doesn't support LGBTQ people should not be president. Because that means that you do not support 10% of your constituents. I say that living in America with Donald Trump in that office right now. I wonder how I feel about Donald Trump. Oh no. But I'm so sorry about that situation. There's no good that can come out of a law like that. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully he isn't voted in. Hopefully he's voted out because of that. And honestly, what you should do is you should rally and you should peacefully protest and ask people not to vote for him for that reason. But do it safely. That way your life isn't in danger. My parents know that I'm a lesbian, but my siblings don't. I'm coming out tomorrow and I'm scared. It's okay. It's going to be okay. Honestly, like our coming out advice series, it's all there for you, but it's hard to come out to those closest to you. I'll be the first to admit. But when I came out to my dad and my sister and my brother-in-law, you know, first thing my sister said to me was that I could have just said 2 words that I'm gay and she would have understood, because I wrote a 6-page letter. But to try to convince them that I was actually gay and I had these feelings. But like right after that, my brother-in-law, who has only been a part of our lives for 10 or 12 years now, been a part of my life for the least amount out of my sister and my sister and my dad, who have been there my entire life, because my sister is 5 years older than I am, so she was there my entire life. But he's just like, yeah, we always knew, you know. So sometimes when you come out to somebody, it's always that like we always knew. It's okay, you know. I know you're scared, but it's gonna be okay. And if your other siblings don't understand, but your parents do, then have your parents help you with that, and have your parents right there, right by your side. It really does help. Um, my opinion, if you don't accept the full community, you aren't a part of the community. You're still a part of the community. I know some. Um, uh, Here's a weird fact for you. I know an ex friend of mine, who I'm no longer friends with because of his views. Um, he is homosexual and also homophobic. He does not believe it's right to be gay, but he is gay himself. And I don't know what to say to that. You're not accepting of yourself then. Um, I know other homosexuals who do not accept being transgender. They are no longer part of my life either. Um, and honestly, if you feel that you accept all LGBTQ members, they can still be a part of the LGBTQ community, but that doesn't mean you have to hang around them. So just know that. Well, a lot of times what we forget is those around us, we choose who's around us, and we choose if they're a part of our lives or not. So, you know, if they don't agree with you being who you are, then they don't have to be invited to your party. I talk about a lot of being LGBTQ is like throwing a party. And if people don't accept you, then don't invite them to your party. Don't have them at your party. Throw them out. You know, it's not your choice to be LGBTQ, but it is your choice who joins you in that celebration. But yeah, if you don't support the full community, I don't let you be a part of my life because I support the full community. And honestly, my family, when I came out to them, they didn't really question the fact that I'm gay, and they didn't really have questions about me. Like I had this whole thing prepared of like, well, what if they say to me, do you know if it doesn't work like that? You know, like you go in the back door, and I'm like, I had this whole thing prepared of like how gay sex works, and the fact that I know how gay sex works, and the fact that I want that. You know, like I had this whole thing prepared. They didn't ask me one thing about being gay. They understood like, hey, Matt wants to have gay sex one day. You know, like they completely understood. They had no questions for that, but they had questions about being transgender because they wanted to accept the whole community, and that is something that I deeply appreciate. Um, uh, you came out and three of your friends ditched you. Well, here's the thing. Um, that's okay. It's your party. If your friends don't accept you for being who you are, let them go. If they don't accept you and they ditch you because of who you are and who you love, let them go. It is not your fault that they ditched you. A lot of times in the LGBTQ community, we look at this thing of like, well, I'm LGBTQ, and how people accept me is my fault or my problem. It is not. If someone doesn't accept you for being LGBTQ, it is their fault that they didn't accept you. It is their fault they're no longer going to be a part of your life anymore. And you are perfect just the way you are. That is how it realistically works. But sometimes we mentally think to ourselves, well, no, you know, it's being LGBTQ is this thing that I should feel bad about. Like, no, don't ever feel bad about being LGBTQ. That's not how you should feel ever. So if they ditched you, then I'm really sorry to say this, but it's actually good for you that they ditched you, because now you know who your true friends are. Um, how to come out as demisexual? Just like you, just come out as if you would come out as bi or trans or gay. Really, it's just about like telling people, hey, I'm demisexual, And people might ask, well, what is demisexual? And then be prepared for the, like, because when you say, oh, I'm gay or I'm trans, so, a vast majority of people in the world know what those two things are. So it's pretty easy. Whether or not they accept you is a whole other thing, but a lot of people know what those two things mean at least. But or pansexual even, or non-binary, it's more commonly understood. But demisexual is something that not a vast majority of the world knows what it means. So just be prepared to answer, what does that mean, and what does it mean to you? Doesn't matter if it means that to the rest of the world, but what does it mean to you? What does that word mean to you? Be prepared to answer that. That would be my only advice beyond just how to come out in general. I scrolled down, and there's 100 new comments. Okay, you know I. You know what? Oh man, you guys are fast at commenting. Uh, uh, Emmy says, I feel lonely. Well, you shouldn't ever feel lonely. You should feel accepted. You're here. There are 7,500 other people on this channel that are accepting of who you are and loving you, so you should never feel alone. That's not what this entire channel is all about. I'm here for you. If nothing else, I'm here. I always want new friends, so let me be your friend. You're not alone, okay? And please don't ever say that you're alone or anything like that. That it's you're not alone. Even if your family isn't there, we're here for you, okay? We are your family and your friends, and we're always going to be here for you. And even after I came out, I said to a lot of people that at my first ever Pride event, which was the Capitol Pride in Washington, D.C., which, I mean, it was kind of sentimental for me because my brother-in-law, my uncle is gay, right? And in his lifetime, he died like 3 months before I was born. But in his lifetime, he never saw a day where it was legal to be gay. We did an entire documentary called Blake on our channel here about his life. And when I went to my first ever Pride, I stood on the steps of my nation's capital, where it used to be illegal to be gay. That is the building that they literally wrote the legislation saying it was illegal to be who we are as people. And I stood on the steps of that Capitol building that day with a pride flag in my hand, and I took a picture because it was that powerful of a moment for me. But at that Pride event, there were about 200,000 to 300,000 other people, I would say, there. I don't know exact numbers, but there were hundreds of thousands of people there who are LGBTQ. And it was weird because I felt closer to all of those people than I ever felt to my family. And I love my family 100,000,000%. I love them. But these people understood my life story without even talking to me because they went through the same thing. So LGBTQ becomes your second family. And if your family in person, if your blood family deserts you or doesn't accept you for being LGBTQ, the LGBTQ community becomes your first family. And we will always be right there by your side. Family is not always blood. It is, as one of my friends, Nate Bridge, says, family is not always blood. It is who your actual friends are. So, yeah, you guys have left a lot of comments here. Kitty says, pup with a kit. I guess you can be a puppy with a kitten. Oh, you're commenting on that. Okay, sorry. I forget that these comments come in later. A puppy with a kit. Yes, I do have. I have 2 kits. So they're adorable. And one day you'll see them. I promise. I'll do a video. I promise. You know what? Yeah, you stayed this long. So you know what I should do? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do for y'all. I'm gonna show you what my kittens look like. That sounds wrong. out of context. Oh God. Wow. Okay. That that sounds so wrong. Yeah, let me transition here. Okay. Well, here's my music channel. If y'all want to actually like, cause somebody asked like, oh, can you show us? Can you play the piano behind you? Um, this is the channel where I do that on. I can play for you guys someday on here, but this is my music channel. Matt has some music. This is my Pup Tribe music video, where
hopeless cause.
like, oh, where's it at?
But I'm not mad at this boy you've ever taken home to mama, babe.
1,300 people watching it. That's apparently a thing. But where is it at? Where's my cats? Because there's a music video with my cats on it. Takes a while to find. I'm sorry. Is it this? Oh no. Oh, hold on. Well, I mean, I promise I have cats, but where are they? I'm getting there. Hold on. Comment section. Hold on. Where's it at? Happy holidays. Behind the scenes. Hold on. Oh, good. Oh, is it only on my Facebook page? Maybe. You know, I wish I had a producer on my ear right now that can be like, hey, that's only on your Facebook. Go there. Okay, hold on. Let me go to my Facebook. Project Alex. This is my Facebook page for music. Project Alex. And if you notice, in my Childhood Signs I Was Gay episode, I mentioned that my first ever crush was on a boy named Alex, and I just happened to call my musical performances Project Alex. I wonder where I got that name from. Oh man. Oh man. My life is weird. Oh, also I did a song for National Puppy Rescue Day. So that's a thing. And so Happy Alex's song, that's a song for him. Where is it? There are so, you know, I need to stop making videos apparently for other channels because I'll never find things again. But you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. I have another idea that's even better. I should have just done this in the first place. I should have just gone to my photos and gotten photos of my kitty cats, because you guys deserve to see photos of my kitty cats at this point. And this would all be edited out normally, but you know, all right. So, all right, here we go. Transition. This is my cat Stormy. And she's playing the piano. That's Stormy. This is Twister right here. That's Stormy over here. They're both absolutely adorable. Yeah, Twister, Stormy. They both love being under comforters and blankets. Even in the middle of the hottest days of the year, they're both under covers. I have no idea why. They also, when I'm editing in the studio here, or in the office, Stormy, who's, oh yeah, they're just adorable. Stormy, who's this one, she will play like figure eights around my feet the entire time I'm editing. Wait, okay, so you have one cat but two dogs. You lucky person. Yeah. So it's gonna be one of the, like, my cats always annoy me though. I love them to bits, but they play figure eights under my feet when I'm editing. So yeah. But anyway. Yeah, those are my cats. So yeah. Those are my kitty cats. and night. No, I mean you stayed for an hour, so I think you deserve to see my cats. But anyway, it has been an amazing day with like huge news from Google, Trevor Project, Google AdSense, Born Perfect, Pennsylvania Equality Project. A lot has been happening today, so I just felt like getting on stream and talking about it. Wow, a lot has happened. And with all of that, wait. Oh no. With all of that big news happening, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being part of the channel, being a part of the 7,500 people who subscribe to me, especially thanks to those like first 500 or 600 who have been here before this huge boom happened in Pride Month. Thanks for all the support and for also commenting on other people's comments and helping keep up with this influx of people asking all these questions. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us today. And I'm going to end the stream now, but it's been amazing. And I like I said, I'll be doing the coming out tips part 2 on how to test the waters next Monday. I'll be doing tonight I forgot is our vigil for the 49 for Orlando, the Orlando shooting for the Pulse nightclub. So that's tonight at 2 a.m. 2:05 a.m. specifically, until 2:54, I believe it is. It's a 49-minute vigil for them. If you cannot watch it in person and live, then you can watch it tomorrow on demand. It's a very, very powerful 49-minute show, so I highly encourage watching it. But it actually, why we're doing it at 2 o'clock in the morning is the fact that that is the exact moment, 2:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, is when the shooter entered the Pulse nightclub and started killing people. And he ended up killing 49 people and wounding like 53 others, I believe it was. So that is the exact moment, and that's why we're doing it, that exact moment. But the next Monday, coming out advice part 2 for how to test the waters. Wednesday will be, what is Wednesday? Wednesday will be 13 or 14, I've forgotten how many tips for how to celebrate Pride Month while still closeted to your friends and family. Then Friday will be the David Moore and Pennsylvania Equality Project interview, which I highly encourage watching in its entirety. Then the following Monday will be our Q&A episode, and we'll be going oh man, that might mess it up. Anyway, but Q&A will be that week, as well as a special live stream to answer all of the additional questions, because you guys left hundreds of questions. So I'll probably be doing another live stream, probably in 2 weeks. So look forward to all that. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. I will end this stream, as I always end all of my episodes, by saying, for as many times as I've read that script, I should probably know this by heart. But if you like what we do here at Powered by Rainbows, then you can you can please consider supporting us on patreon.com/MHPTV. If you like this episode and want to help the channel out, then please hit that like button, hit that rainbow subscribe button, leave your LGBTQ friendly comments in the comment section after the stream is over. We would love to hear from you. Also, you can share this video with others, share this entire channel with others. Massively helps us out by you sharing our videos, any of our videos on our channel. Share them with all your friends and family if you can. If you're closeted, I understand, but share it. Share it with your GSA clubs, because we are actually in a lot of school districts at this point. So share it with them. That way a lot more people can learn. And also, what else is there? You can also, on this stream, I believe there's a way for you to leave super chats after the fact that after the stream is over, so you can do that. And just thank you so much for helping us get here and for being with us this entire time. And please look for more great gay content to come in the future every single week. all year long. Season 3 runs until the end of 2020, and then like right after that we start season 4. So we're always gonna be making content for you guys. So keep subscribed and stay here, and we love you guys so much. So thank you. And have a great night, no matter where you are in the world, even if it is 1 a.m. right now where you live. Sorry, it's 8:42 p.m. here in Pennsylvania, United States. So thank you guys, and see us later. Bye for now. And I'm gonna wait a couple seconds just in case like the stream doesn't work, and I don't want to cut off the end of it. So that's a thing. Yeah. Yeah. Bye, guys.